Hi folks, Nick Tockert here. It's 2:42 in the middle of the night, and I have a project I got to work on, so I'm going to work on it a little bit for a little bit of fun drawing time. Fun drawing time is a subset of Nevermind the Furthermore, and an opportunity to just chill, do some art. Since just about everybody's asleep, this won't be a terribly long one. I just need to get some work in. So what I'm going to do, not really planning any ads on this one. I'll be running ads probably in a couple hours, but since I'm having some muscle pain, I'm going to just make sure that I can groove out here. Pull us down. We grooving? We're grooving. I had already started this picture, and I have other pictures I want to do, so I'm just going to get right back into it. I am not really expecting, heck, I'm not even expecting to get this picture done. I'm just over caffeinated and not ready to sleep. And since the convention is next weekend, this coming weekend, I want to get more of my art done. So I will bring my comments up. Only reason I'll need a ad should be if I have to go to the bathroom or something. But we're just having a chill art session here. If you do have questions or comments, let me know. This is not realistic. I'm kind of not shooting for realism right now. I'm just shooting for, if all goes well, a really cool looking image. And then after that, it'll make a neat bookmark. And maybe somebody will enjoy using that bookmark to keep the place. I appreciate the viewer that I have. I don't quite know how I landed anybody at this time of night, but if you feel like chatting, wait on in. If not, we're just grooving. This is a little rougher than I usually let myself rock, but this seems to fit the style well. I also have, I don't want to say once I get through the convention, but the convention is a major undertaking that does have some requirements, you know? But once I get through it, my next focus will be on new publications, finishing up some projects. I'd like to do some personal RPG design. Likewise, I'll probably promote the goofy one I did for Jody McKee. I can't get lost in the cool groovy details yet. I really want to. I am a sucker for groovy details. Groovy details are fun to work on. Like right now, I'm just trying to add a sense of thickness, you know? Sense of depth and connection, a little bit of weight to the materials. And we'll see how it goes. I know I'm going to spend a lot of time doing these silly little links, which I don't know if this is entertaining for anyone, but it's entertaining for me. And I think a lot more of the more educational parts are done during the blues. You know, when I'm sketching. a lot of the inking is it's going to be things like the silly questions of line weight, questions of intention, style points. Which, these things happen. I know some of my friends are going to come on later and be like, Nick, why on God's green earth were you up at 2:40 in the morning doing a sketch? Probably including my wife. Now, today was rough. Part of it being rough was a lot of unexpected physicality. With that grade of unexpected physicality comes paying the price. And I could be really cranky about it right now, but I'm a firm believer in not cranking up when I don't think it'll do me any good. Realistically, right now that angle is way off. That's what's right now. Right now that angle is way off. But no, right now, think about it. Let me zoom out for just a second. Gotta have continuity. Sword blade is here, straight. I guess it needs to come in a bit. And then I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Now I can burst through the edge. It would not be the first time I have said, hey, you know what? I am absolutely violating the framing I've put on here. I wonder if I could turn the stability up on this. Just a bit, see if that helps. So I can set it back. It was originally at like 11. Well, that helps a lot. Why, good morning, Mr. Fleming. How are you? Great to see you. Glenn! So I can't be too loud because my family's asleep. That's why there was no real Nevermind the Furthermore entrance. I've just got a convention coming up and I got to bang out some artwork. Now you'll be happy. Oh, thank you, sir. You'll be happy because I finally got my scanner fixed. So hopefully in the near future, I can do some proper, pencil-based line work at least. And then, I'd still prefer to do the color digitally just because it's so much more forgiving. But that's the thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know if I'll even get it done tonight, but if I get a bit of headway done before I get tired, I go to take my nap before I do my stream. Oops. Hate when that happens. But yeah, we're just I'm just having a very sort of relaxed evening. I don't know what all that banging is. Could be the weather. I mean, with current events, it could be a lot of things. And right now, I just hope it is all very chill. How's life on the other side of the pond, Glenn? I do humbly ask that you don't hold us for what are rather odd current rulers are doing. Most of us are just out here trying to make it another day. But did you finish that World War II project of yours, Glenn? If you're still here? Probably should be cut. There we go. I don't know. I'm almost to the point again with my hand finally about catching up to where I was before I got hurt. Finally ready to work on some projects I put off too dang long. This is going to have to come up here. Apply some level of kidney protection. What in the blazes is going on in my house right now? Sounds like somebody's running amok. But I do appreciate the like and the share. Like I said, guys, it won't be a long one. But I figure any work I get done is better than wasting my time sitting up watching a show or playing video games. I'm not quite ready to settle down enough to read a book. But yeah. Yes. It is the joy of being an artist. I can solve my problems on paper anyway. Let's see. Oops. That's a little sloppy. But, yeah, just making the best of a difficult time. I'm not sure what I was doing over here. It's a little odd for me. Oh, I think I was trying to set up a back sheath, and I hate back sheaths anyway. That knee really should be higher. I don't know. Let me just check something. We'll walk it out, and we'll see. If it looks good, I'm not going to worry about it. The real test is if it looks good in black and white, it matters. If I have to make it color to make it not, make it look good, then I'm not doing it right. But I know if I have this done, it's just another arrow in my quiver of projects. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. What's that? I should be able to do something. It'll be a little annoying, but we'll make it work. Do something like that. Roll that cloak a bit. Sometimes it's nice to do just fantasy stuff, to just relax into it, do some art, not be worried about the production of the show or, expected guests. Just sit back and remind myself that no matter how bad or scary the world may be, I'm still here. I still have my art. Haven't been silenced yet. So, still have the gig. The obligation to try to build people up. Don't know if I'll have it still tomorrow. Don't know if I'll have it later in the show. But for now, I'm still trying to build people up. And I think that still matters. I gotta straighten that out. My hand's a little shaky. But okay, let's see. How is she doing? Okay, I know I need. Well, let's hide this part from the first part and see what we're actually working with. Let's get a look, shall we? I'm kind of excited. Oops, pull that down. This is where I can see where my mistakes are living. So if you can find where your mistakes are living, you can do something about it. One thing I love about art is you either work your butt off and admit your faults and you're honest with yourself, or you can delude yourself all you want. The art is what it is when it is. And I've seen my art devolve due to physical, heck, mental damage. I've seen it grow and reshape. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter the medium. And I'm planning to do some really interesting metalworking in the fairly near future. It's honest. See, you look. Anybody who watches this can look at what I'm doing and say, "Hey, you know what he's not doing? He's not doing AI. He's not setting some prompt and hoping some BS computer will do all the work for me. No, I'm sitting here, and I would take every scrap of sketch, every misspelling, everything I've gotten wrong, trying to figure out how I want something to work. Whoops. Every whoops. Any day of the week. Over AI garbage. Now I'm planning this to be a fairly short one, because if I'm doing this right, I'll have it fairly well knocked out. There wasn't a lot to do, but there was a lot of distractions. I just needed a little time. I don't want to say to myself, but to sit, just make sure I remember what I'm doing here, what this is all about. I think of the circles I travel in. And, having Glenn here, or having him stop by at least, a wonderful example. I mean, knowing people who've interviewed Jack Kirby, of all people. I travel in impressive circles. And if I cannot be the equal of my peers, I do hope I am still of service to them in some way. And I am blessed if I am the least of my peers, because that means I'm the one getting the opportunity to watch and learn. Somebody else. I admit there is a slight phobia that it will be my lovely wife going, "Nick, come to bed." But I want to see if I can knock this out and have this one at least line arted. A little bit of line weight play, make it pretty. before I have to go to bed. Then I'll get up, have about my 6 hours, nail some coffee, and then do my show. So it's not like I don't have a good plan. I think it's a great plan. Is it crazy? Perhaps. But, you know, when you don't know what to do, if you can't do something smart, do something good. Like back, almost tail, but I want to do at least that kind of turtle. It'll make things look a little more interesting. I mean, she's not going to win any beauty prizes, probably, but that's okay too. Let's see. I am very close to having my goal of at least the line work inked and solid before the end of my, my half hour or so stream. I'd be lying if I didn't take great comfort in that, you know? What? Let's see now. The real test, again, is going to be in just a minute when I pan out. I might I think I want to do that. Yeah, that's where I want to get off on. Like this, like that. And then I'm just going to erase that. I can do that, though. That looks, wait a second now. Just when all hope was lost. That looks kind of interesting. It gives a big flappy, little bit of motion. Because her hair really isn't designed to give motion. Some kind of ornate cinnamon roll looking hair thing. But I think it has that old D&D charm, and that's what I'm looking for. That old RPG, hey, this is pretty cool charm. And I just sort of think it has that. Look raggedy, floofy. Sensitive fur. Now I need to come over here and I do the part I'm putting off, which is, yep, a lot more scales for the last few minutes of my stream. guys, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how scary the world is, no matter what's going on and how big the wolf knocking at the door can be, you're not seeing any of it alone. And you're all loved by somebody. Like people who know you, care about you more than you probably realize. I mean, it also means that there are people who you care about who don't realize it. We're an odd species that way. So much love, so little expression. But that's okay too. Because that's just part of the beautiful mess that is humanity. And you can fight it, or you can just kind of embrace it. Right now, a lot of people are feeling despair, a lot of fear, a lot of death. Right now, in certain circles, it looks like the bad guys are going to win. It looks like evil is triumphing. And that happens sometimes. But it only stays permanent as long as good folks don't do anything. Now, I am not suggesting that you try to take the ring to Mordor. Fortunately or unfortunately, very few of us are burdened with such glorious purpose. But we can help the person who limps walk a little better or get what they need. We can help the person who's just seeing too much of the dark have a little more light. We can tell the truth when it's not popular to do so. Look at her. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to grab myself a hell yeah on that one. You're definitely getting somewhere. Now, let's give it a test, shall we? Add a layer, blend mode, multiply to make life easier on me. I want that in place, but I want to export this as is, single layer, PNG, bam, bam, bam. Easy as eating pancakes. Now, I've done that. I'm going to try something. See if I like it. Nope. That's not a problem. Okay, that's a little problem. That is a little problem. My name got completely obscured. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's a joke. We all know what I'm going to do. Kind of like that. There's a certain irony there. We like that. Honestly, I think that makes it pop like crazy. I really kind of dig it just like this. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to export PNG. Here. No. So this is one of those that's going to have a little variance. So I can just come back and play. Save that. I don't even, like, I know I should color her, but I don't really want to. It sounds stupid. It's just so... How do I explain it? I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It just pops. Well, we'll try this blend mode, multiply, fill, refer to only editing layer, give me a nice dark. Good night, Fury. Now let's start playing with some lighting. Airbrush white. Oh, I need enough airbrush to actually work at this. Thank you. Yep. That's about what I'm looking for. There we go. Just broadly figure out where the light's gonna hit. Just have her kind of revealed. And that's part of it. Part of it is just revealing what needs to be seen. Be a little complex. Just play with the light. Flip around. See where the light wants to go. Oops, went too far. There we go. For this. Just walking a lot around. And I'm a sucker for rim lighting. I'll always be a sucker for room lighting. I think it makes the picture look good. But I'm putting in the work. And this will be available, all goes well, at dcdhelp.com. 3. And we've run 3 of those already. Almost unfathomable to believe. There we go. How's it look on yours? Sometimes I have to look at your screen to disconnect a bit. Because that's going to definitely come. That's going to come to like a head right about here. And then you're just going to get a little. A bit wider. Softer. There we go. Almost, but not quite petable. Do that. Yeah. Actually, I kind of like leaving that dark too. The gray is okay. My name doesn't need to pop rudely. It needs to be present, but not pop rudely. Excuse me. I'm just going to save iterations of this because I am not sure what this is save. Because I can undo all this as I need to, but add a layer, blend mode, multiply. I'm going to have to color her a bit. I don't want to, but it needs to be done. At least I have to try. She will not have a lot of bare skin. Just some. There, I can do a lot of tapering right there. That's not bad. I think that literally might be the only bare skin on her. I have to decide on her eye color. I'm trying to decide if she's. Yeah, there aren't enough green-eyed swordswomen out there. There we go. Just working there. And I know I got quiet for a second. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this in the middle of the night. Trying to get myself to calm down so I can have a little bit of rest before I do my stream. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that some. I also need a very faint. Take that, and I just need to pull. Pull it down to about there. Just do this. And we'll just kiss the upper part just a bit. Excellent. Bonk. Now, need to get this part done. Yeah, there you go. The hair could be a bit darker, so I'll just work on it some more. Maybe play with a couple extra tones. Just take my time. Just chill with it. Get on down with it. Life is a really interesting thing sometimes. The only thing you can do a lot of the time is simply examine, kind of endure. I'm going for softer shading. I think it looks better with the metal look. I do a lot of hard shaded colors, but I'm kind of digging the red. I had thought about purple, but red is really working right now. So I'll make sure, like, where I can get some mileage out of it, where it makes sense to incorporate it. I figure this is going to give me the chain look I want. So I'm gonna have to definitely work on those joints a bit, but I don't know if I want to go back to the same red or not. Because I know bright red is going to the cloak. And I know red on red on red. By using a true red here and a lighter red, a different red out there, still have a little visual difference. How's that looking? Yeah, I think that's come along. She definitely belongs in, like, His Majesty's Crimson Brigade. To be honest, I almost don't want to add true color because this metal part is looking so sick. I could about scream. can I use this brown as sort of a shade? I realize I missed a spot or two. I'll come here, get this. I come back and get that too, but yes. Okay. We like this. I like this. I like where this is going. I'm gonna brighten that up. Further glory to the Crimson Brigade. Okay, let's see how's that looking. And y'all be sure to hit the like and subscribe, like and share. Yeah, I mean, if you could share any of this around, it would be much appreciated. Yep. Do this like so. Not quite so what I need the furry parts to be. This part, like that's somehow connected to that, which makes a level of sense. And we'll do this. I think will be our belt color. It's a little too dark. Hold on. Well, like that. Again, it's awful dark. Come over here. This. And now I get to work the gold in. Because it's like getting there. I'm on the roll though. Just means I can need some control here. Just a little bit of control will go a remarkable long way. It just gives it a little bit of something. Go this. This. There we go. And that one there's a little too. There we go. The dark made it too dark. Something like that. Actually, it would almost look better with the orange. You know what? I kind of do. It gives me a lot of resonance, a sense of attachment. Just do that there. That right there. I'm just going to add this to line some of the more interesting bits. It'll just give more flavor. Gives it a little bit more warmth where it's used. If used properly, we like that. Yep. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just happens to be relevant. Mm-hmm. Over here. Yeah. That's some of my better metalworking. Don't you think? Okay. Now come back here because I need to do a little bit more work on her face. I also need to come back here and just kind of lighten up this ear just a bit. It's bugging me. There we go. Now, we're going to take this red. And we're just going to put just a little bit across the nose, under the eyes, over the eyes, and the chin. Just a little bit. Now, we're going to take the smudge tool and just blur that a little bit in. There we go. Smudge tool's oversized. There we go. Put this in. Just keep playing with it like I'm playing with the things on the mountain. Shake her cheeks a bit. And bring it back up. Go. There we go. Can't even explain what all I did there. I just know I did some things. Just know I did some things. How's that look, guys? I think I need to come down here. Let's get this little. That's not the layer. That's not the layer. Yep. So if I go airbrush, I go white, I go not that big, but there we go. I can do that. That part needed. No, part just needed it. Yeah, I think that looks good. That's a good hour. Okay, guys. Well, I'll save. File. Single layer. PNG. Full color. Might even add the extra L to make it right. And then I can send a bunch of these to Mandy. Thanks for the folks who came by and quietly commented. It's been a nice hour. I'm going to go get a quick nap, and I'll be back in about 5 hours. Actually, I'll be back in 6 hours for you guys. I'll be up at 5. But for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. This has been, of course, oops, where are we? Fun Drawing Time, and Fun Drawing Time is a special. This one's brought to you by the IndieCD.com 3 free admission. It's a wonderful little event where you can see artists, authors, creatives, meet new writers, play some games, get some pictures done, maybe pick up something cool, unexpected surprises. And also, we've got 2 food trucks coming in, Gordo's Tacos and I believe it's Bonehead's Barbecue. So I'm looking forward to all of that. I look forward to seeing you all there. And until about 10 o'clock,